Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see two of the most dangerous guys in the NFL coming off the edge. It's Vic Beasley and J.J. Watt.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. First and 10, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Atama Rubin getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Here's Watson now on second down. Completion left side to Miller. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 32 that time. On first down, Watson forced out to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. I mean, that's an example of why offensive linemen might want...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long. It's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 26 yards. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 68 yards. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And this one through the uprights and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Charles, let's step into a conversation about the Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy, out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the year, it's almost amazing that they made it through the entire season able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy, playing to their level, and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense, optimism will be high in 2018.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Gabriel, the man in motion. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 2-yard line. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the score.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Going to give this time to the tailback. Shoves him aside. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A first down carry now for Miller. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught, Fedorowicz. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Steps away to his left, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So a 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on second is Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The final shot before the break. Watson. And he's got it. Fedorowicz. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And Hill running right through it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. To throw on second down. Freeman. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now it's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go!
Here's Watson to throw on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. To throw is Ryan. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd and short.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
That could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right. That was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. This time Ryan will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons add on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose, and the Texans scoop it. The 40, the 30, 10, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Slot man moves right. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is Coleman, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Devontae Freeman, his shiftiness doesn't pay off here in short yardage, and this Texans defense stands tall. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
That one goes for 36 yards. On first down, it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception.
Fortunately,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Foles' Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyro. Technics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a great move, LeGarrette Blount. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And, Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters, losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The slot man in motion right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 56 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Vic Beasley from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Takk McKinley, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Wait.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now Wentz signaling frantically. Let's get to the line. They run again with Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And some room to work. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
They'll run again with Blunt. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From midfield, here's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now Ryan. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Gabriel, the man in motion. On third down, Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, here's Blunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Here's Ajayi. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wentz on third down. The open man is Smith. 8 yards there on a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This is Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Again, it's Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. First carry for Chris Ivory. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Jags taking over on offense here in a second, and what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. The Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. 2:37 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Gabriel, the man in motion. Second and 10 now. Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's up and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. To return it is Corey Grant. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Bortles to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Gabriel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. They find some open field here. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now Ryan on first down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. On third down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. I don't know. He had to be pretty. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down, here's Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dog ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they're operating in the red zone. On 2nd down, Ivory. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Dontari Poe able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Fresh set of downs here. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. It's the Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Left. Left.
Bortles going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here we go. Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z. Ace, ace.
Now Bortles got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Airing it out for Hearns. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. 42 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hearns, 30 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And he knocks it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Paul Posluszny in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Play action. Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Jackson. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Shotgun now for Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. That one good for 7 that time. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it second and goal. Fournette looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. Throwing is Bortles. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And this one will be brought back to the 22. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.